All right, folks. Welcome back. It's race 6 of the IRS GT4 Championship. We're still in season 4. You've been following us, and definite apologies to the viewers. We had a week off there for the 4th of July holiday here in the States, and things got kind of backed up, but nevertheless we're here. Everybody's doing well, and we're going to bring you the action. Let's start off by running through the grid. Starting on pole, GTP Bambi. Starting second, Timlor. Starting third, Harry Mop, last week's winner. Fourth, Ace Boy. Fifth, Gentleman Racing, the first of your Pro-Ams. Sixth, Moby in the Pro class, out-qualied by his teammate. Some issues with that car prior to qualifying, so he wasn't able to put in a fastest lap as he would like to have. Starting 7th, Ace Boy's teammate in Top Performance Motorsports in the Mercedes SLS, got Race Fan. And starting 8th, Fast One in the NSX. Sadly, we're missing the Alliance Autosport boys, Turbo and Desert Penguin. Had some conflicts with the schedule, so they weren't able to make it. It's going to have an interesting impact on the season, them missing a race. It's an 8-race season, 8 races, as you may know already, if you checked us out on GT Planet. But there are 2 drop races, so everybody can drop their worst performance or if they miss a race. Just because, you know, people have real lives, and the real lives come first. So, got to give people an opportunity to still be in the running if they need to miss a race due to something out of their control or going on vacation. But nevertheless, it should still be an interesting race. We've got 4, let's count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 pro drivers, and equally, no wait, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pro drivers and 3 Pro-Am drivers. So it's an opportunity for folks to put in a strong performance and really rack up some points, given that some of the folks are absent. So it'll be interesting to see. Bambi's got, I think, carrying less ballast, success ballast, compared to Timlor, who's been a constant in the championship battles here the last couple of seasons. So, and they're off. All right, Bambi gets a nice start. Pack's all nice and tight there. Let's see how they do. Little argy-bargy there, nothing serious. And it looks like Moby gets ahead of his teammate, which is a good thing. No clash between the 2 teammates, and they're able to carry on with their races. Gentleman Race is going to be fine as long as he can stay ahead of the other Pro-Ams. Pretty much everyone in the Pro-Am class is carrying a full 3% ballast. They're maxed out, can't go any higher. So it should be interesting to see who performs well in that class. Duking it out here for the top 2 positions. We'll stay with the leaders here for the time being. We'll take a look through the field after a couple of laps here and see how things are going. Coming up to the conclusion of lap 1, we've got Bambi still in the lead, holding Timlor off. Timlor second, Ace Boy up to third, ahead of Harry Mop. It looks like they may be doing this thing where they're going back and forth. Then we got Moby in 5th. Gentleman Racing 6th, Fast One in 7th, and Race Fan in 8th. Looks like the top 3 have broken away. We've got Moby all over Harrymont. And Gentleman Racing back there in the mix, holding on to that draft probably. Let's take an onboard look. See Gentleman Racing there being not being too aggressive, just trying to keep pace with these guys. Certainly doesn't want to take his teammate out. See Bambi still holding Timlor at bay. Timlor may be looking for to be strategic in this race here. Kind of just bide his time, save up the fuel. It's looking like they're opening up a little gap to Ace Boy there, so it may be a two-way battle for the overall win here. Back in the Pro-Ams. Got Fast One in second place among the Pro-Ams, being pursued by Race Fan. And Gentleman Racing impressively still holding on to his teammate Moby. They're in the same car, but if you recall, Moby, I think at maximum has accrued an extra 30 pounds of ballast, whereas Gentleman Racing, since he's in the Pro-Am division, he's amassed about 93 pounds or so of extra weight. So he's about 60 pounds heavier than Moby, his teammate, because they're in different classes. So it's interesting to see that he's able to hang on to the back of his pack, possibly a testament to the performance of the McLaren when it's in the draft. And that's allowed him to open up a gap back to Fast One. Let's see how big of a gap here. Well, yeah, it's a decent gap. It's probably good for about 5-6 seconds here in the first few laps. Impressive driving there by Gentleman Racing. There may be some question as to whether he should remain in the Pro-Am class next season. Stewards will have to look at that. Tires are screaming on the NSX. Yeah, you can hear that. Wow. It's got marginally, Fast One's got a marginal amount more of tire wear compared to his fellow Pro-Am racer, Gentleman Racing. So it'll be interesting to see what they're doing with brake ballast, what the Fast One's doing there. Gentleman Racing. Looking like he's putting the moves on his teammate here. Oh, and he gets by. Running up in 5th. And it looks like we've got a battle brewing here. Ace Boy maybe had an incident, a little mistake somewhere. His Harry Mops caught him up now. And these two, they go at it hammer and tong when they do. Should be a very good race. Could this be the Mercedes Achilles heel tire wear issue already? Let's see what Harry Mops tires look like. Yeah, only marginally better. But those tires on that SLS, they seem to just fall off a cliff. We'll have to keep an eye on that for the rest of this first stint here. 28 lap race. You expect cars to be coming in around. Whoa! Wow, drifting. That's not going to be good for the tires. We should be expecting these guys to come in around lap 13, 14. And look at, you can see it there. Cost of time allowed Harry Mop to get alongside. They're going up the front straight together there. Oh, see what this goes, how this goes down. Oh, Ace Boy a little too much speed into the corner there, but look at the torque. That SLS is real. Harry Mop back in. Let's go on board with Ace. See Tim Lore and Bambi up ahead, still bumper to bumper. And you got Gentleman Racing in Ace Boy's rear view mirror there. Gentleman Racing putting in an impressive first stint here for a Pro-Am. Looks like Gentleman Racing is interested in getting involved in that battle for third. Yeah, these mid-pack battles are just fascinating. You can see the leaders up ahead slightly. And on that lap 7, it looks like Gentleman Racing ran a 38 flat, about a half a second faster than the two guys ahead of him. And it's brought them right in contention here. Interesting, interesting. Let's check out the leaders. Tim Lore takes a peek inside. Oh, is there contact there? Oh, some issues here. What do we have? Is that frustration or is that just a bump draft? Oh. Stewart's gonna have to take a look at that and see if that was some kind of contact that allowed that pass. Highly doubt it. These guys are very, very, very much in control of these cars, so may have been like a slight bobble by Bambi that let Timler by, but stewards will be thorough. They'll take a look. Could be tire wear. Let's check out Bambi's tires. Yeah, those right sides are a little bit more worn than Timler's, but I don't think it's enough to really contribute to too many mistakes on anybody's part there. Looks like Harry Mop is starting to open up a little gap to Ace Boy and Gentleman Racing. Looks like Gentleman Racing and Moby are back together again. Teammates flying in formation. Thinking Gentleman Racing's going to say, okay, I've got enough of a gap to the people I'm really racing in the Pro-Ams. Let me let Moby by and do his thing. See how their tires compare. Here's Gentleman Racing. And here's Moby. Practically identical. How about Ace Boy? Yeesh. Oh, half-second penalty for Ace Boy. Gentleman Racing's looking to take advantage. Oh, and he does. He does. Gentleman Racing in the Pro-Ams up to 4th. And Moby looking to make a move. Moby looking to make a move on Ace Boy on the outside. Let's go on board. Total harassment here. Ace Boy may be entertaining a some kind of no contact order after this race on the entire Tequila Patron Gentleman Racers team. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, and Ace Boy looks to go inside. Gentleman Racing chops the nose off. Nearly side by side. Can Moby get by and take advantage of Gentleman Racing's tactics here? Are these team orders? Oh, Moby sticks his nose in, gets on the inside, but he's going to be on the out. Oh, a little argy-bargy. He's going to be on the outside coming into this corner. Can he stick it around the outside? No, no, no. Oh, Moby may have made the smart play here. No, Ace Boy. Oh, and he's ghosting. That's ugly, but that's probably due to the penalty he was carrying. And Moby fights his way by. Nice. He's going to now latch onto his teammate. Gentleman Racing up to 3rd. Oh, we missed it. Looks like Harry Mop got his right rear tire in the grass going into turn 1 on the start of this lap. And yeah, dropped 1, 2, 3 positions. Down to 6 from 3rd. Oh, sorry that we missed that. No doubt that Harry Mop's got his work cut out for him, but if anybody can close that gap, it's going to be Harry Mop. We're talking about a race winner here at Red Bull Ring, so he's carrying that 3% ballast, but nevertheless, we know that he'll be able to catch back up to these guys. He's carrying a slowdown penalty, but again, that's something that'll just burn off throughout the course of the race. Let's see what's going up in the fight for third. Gentleman Racing is holding everybody at bay. Really, we don't know if he should be doing this to his teammate. But he's kind of in a pinch because if he lets his teammate by, it's highly likely that Ace Boy is going to get by as well. Tires are still looking decent. He may be banking on the fact that Ace Boy, with his tire situation, may have a drop-off in performance and they can gap him, but it's a big risk to take. You're putting your teammate in a bad spot. Come on, Gentleman Racing. Keep that pace up. Will he be looking to come in this lap? Remember, you've got Harry Mop back there lurking. Oh. Gentleman Racing's got to be thinking that that extra weight is really, really hurting. It's not. It's a nice line. Moby's forced to go defensive. Rear lockup on Ace Boy. Let's go on board with Ace Boy. See Harry Mop there. Oh, and Moby has a moment. Perhaps he didn't anticipate Gentleman Racing's braking point going into that corner. Ooh. Pit window is open, folks. Any moment now. Oh, and Gentleman Racing gets out into the grass. Oh yeah. Gentleman Racing's feeling the pressure. He's hanging with the big boys now. And his teammates trying to give him a little bump draft action. He's got his signal on. He's coming in. He's coming in. Both of the McLaren guys come in. Who stays out? Harry Mop and Ace Boy stay out. All that pressure. And the McLaren team was forced to make a move, to make that decision. Moby gets out ahead of his teammate. Let's check on the leaders. Steady gap. The gap has held. It's at about 1.5 seconds, maybe, if that. Let's run through the order. Got Tim Lohr in the lead. Maybe pitting soon. Bambi in second. Third, Harry Mop. These two guys haven't stopped, but Gentleman Racing and Moby have, so it'll be interesting to see when these guys stop. And as they're battling, this is not good. They need to get in some nice, fast in laps. Oh, and Ace Boy gets by. So Ace Boy in third, fourth, Harry Mop, Fast One in fifth, Race Fan in sixth, Moby in seventh, Gentleman Racing in eighth. Had a long pit stop. Tim Lohr comes in. Tim Lohr comes in. Bambi stays out. How about Harry Mop and Ace Boy? What are they gonna do? I got a feeling Ace Boy's gonna come in. No, they both stay out. This has to be costing them so much time. What'd they run? 140s there. As you can see, they were in the 38s at one point. Tim Lohr coming out of the pits. Timlor comes out in 4th. Bambi still in the lead. And he pits. Bambi pits. Let's go on. Let's go to Harry Mop. Also pitting. Ace Boy stays out. Inherits the lead for the time being. Let's go on. Let's get Timlor. Where's Bambi? Bambi's on his way out. Timlor has come out with a good gap to Bambi, who are the true two leaders of this race. Given that Ace Boy has not pitted yet, he's got to be thinking about coming in soon. Ran a nice lap 15, but his tire situation's got to be costing him time. You see, Harry Mop came out behind Moby. How far behind is the question. Pretty decent gap. Moby's just got to hold that gap. Ace Boy, is he coming in? And he does. Ace Boy pits. Timlor gets the lead. Bambi grabs second. Ace Boy still in the pits. Moby's in third. Fourth is Harry Mop. Fifth, Gentleman Racing. And Ace Boy still in the pits. Looks like Moby's up ahead. And there's Harry Mop. Where's Gentleman Racing? Just behind. Is he close enough to hold on to the draft? Certainly is. So, Gentleman, after the pit stops, Timlor is in first, Bambi in second. Moby has made his way up to third. He's got to stay focused on this stint. Grab a third place. I got a feeling, though, that Harry Mop is going to be pressing hard. Ace Boy as well, for that matter. Looks like Gentleman Racing may have played all his cards in that first stint. Unless he's able to grab onto the hold of Ace Boy's draft and hope that they get to battling up ahead of him. Perhaps he'll be able to reel them in and get involved in that mix, but he may also be content just to hang back, knowing that he's got a substantial lead against the other Pro-Ams. Let's check on them. Fast one, race fan. They're close enough. They may be embroiled in some battling in a couple of laps here. Shall see. Timlor leading. Bambi. And this I think will be the battle as we get to the latter stages of the race. Moby looking to hold Harry Mop and Ace Boy at bay. Take that last spot on the podium. And there you see it, the gap between the three. On board with Ace Boy right now. Let's stick with this for a little while. We got to keep an eye on Ace Boy's rearview mirror too while we're at it, because he got Gentleman Racing back there. Looks like Ace Boy's closed the gap to Harry Mop. And it looks like Moby's, Harry Mop has also closed the gap a little bit to Moby. So Moby's got to hope for these two here to get into some fisticuffs here. Not contact, but some side-by-side racing. Some battling so Moby can focus his efforts on opening the gap up. These boys got to be patient here. Use that torque on those straights. And it looks like Gentleman Racing is falling. He's falling back from these guys. He's falling away. He's going to be running on his own. No draft benefit. Nothing. Still a nice performance in the first stint. So there's always that. Meanwhile, a three-way battle for the final podium spot. Looks like they've. Looks like Harry Mop and Ace have closed the gap here. Moby feeling the pressure. 7 laps. He's got a whole 7 laps to go. I always get mixed up with the lap counts. I gotta figure out the maths. Oh, Moby looking like he's ready to go defensive if he needs to. Little rear lockup for Moby. You can see H-Boy in the lower right portion of the screen on the LCD screen, which acts as the rearview mirror in the Ferrari. See him lurking back there. Wipers. Bargy. No harm, no foul. Doesn't look like anyone got any damage. Let's check Moby's car, see if he's got damage. Nope, no damage. And there it is, Ace Boy alongside Harry Mob. He's on the outside though. Ace is on the outside. Did Ace Boy get on the throttle a little earlier than Harry Mop there? What a tasty little battle here, folks. Brilliant. Brilliant driving by these three. Phenomenal to watch. I'm at a loss for words here. And it's just constant pressure on Moby. Now, Harry Mop's alongside. He's got the inside line. Moby's gonna have to hold it. Oh no, he surges ahead. Oh, he forces Moby outside. Not forces, but he takes that inside line and he's got third position. Now he's got Ace. Now Moby's got Ace Boy on him. Will he defend? Will Ace Boy take a dive? Dive in the inside? No, he doesn't. He holds off. Thinks better of it. Can Moby come back at Harry Mop is the question here now. Three laps to go. Oh, and Moby closes in. He's strong in the interior portion of the circuit and the twisty bits. Oh, Harry Mop gets out there on the rubble. Holds it together though. Let's go through the field. Hopefully we don't miss anything between these guys. And your leader, Timlor. Second place, Bambi, carrying a small penalty. He'll probably burn that off, no problem. Third, Harry Mop. Fourth, Moby. Fifth, Ace Boy. Sixth, Gentleman Racing. Seventh, Race Fan. Eighth, Fast One. We didn't see it, but it looks like Race Fan grabbed 7th position away from Fast One. And if you recall, 6th, 7th, and 8th positions in this race here are the 3 Pro-Am drivers. So essentially they're Gentleman Racing leading the Pro-Am drivers. Second place among the Pro-Ams will be Race Fan, and third will be Fast One. We're missing a few racers here today, sadly. At least 3 that we know of. Actually 4. So it would have been nice to have all 12 drivers, but well, like we said earlier, real life interrupts things sometimes. People work late, they got a family to spend time with. It is summertime after all. It's work. So let's check on that battle for 3rd place and see how that's developed. Nothing's changed. Oh, it looks like if anything, Moby's under threat. That 4th position from Ace Boy goes defensive. Oh, Ace Boy gets a wheel out in the grass. Oh, and Moby gets a 2-second penalty through no fault of his own. It looks like the game is calculating that Moby, due to the contact with Moby, that Ace Boy went off, so it's giving Moby the penalty. It's got to be figured into the final standings. Lap 27 here, the penultimate lap. Oh! Oof. It's a fairly aggressive trip through the grass there, but hey, no time penalty. Looks like that track limit there is pretty liberal. Some liberal policies at that corner. All right, so the finishing order is going to reflect that penalty that Moby's carrying, which is kind of a gaff penalty. He didn't really initiate the contact that sent Ace slightly off, but the game doesn't know that, so the stewards are going to have to review it and try to account for it in the final standings. Let's go to our leader. Speaking of final standings, on the final lap here, looks like Bambi is looking to push the issue here, maybe try to make a move. Has he been holding things in reserve? Not really a good idea at this track. It's very few places to make moves, especially at this point in the course, in the lap rather. Gotta love those exhaust flames. Tim Lohr keeps it together, goes kind of wide coming out of that last corner, but it's gonna be tough. Straight up drag race here. And it looks like Tim Lohr may hold on for the win. And he does. Tim Lohr with the win, takes the checkered flag. Second place Bambi. Third Harry Mop. Fourth Moby. It's showing Ace Boy in fourth. It's probably due to that time penalty. Moby in fifth. Gentleman Racing sixth. Race Fan looks like he's gonna hold on to, yeah, he's gonna hold on to seventh. And Fast One for eighth. Here's your win.